Good morning, friends. Welcome back. Okay, so see here, friends, this is the last demo session for us, and probably from tomorrow they will change the link. So if you want to continue, hopefully you have to register today itself so that you'll get the new link tomorrow and we can continue our sessions regularly. Okay, so yeah, we have done some very basic things till yesterday, and today also we'll see some more details of cloud. Okay, and probably from tomorrow we'll just try to go a bit deep into cloud computing and we'll start our actual curriculum. Okay, so what we know about cloud computing, friends, what we said about cloud computing, remember this definition from Amazon, what they says? It's on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing, right? Instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers, we can use technology services such as computing power, storage, database on as needed basis from a cloud provider like Amazon Web Services. So we know this very well, right? And then we know who is using cloud computing. So literally every company, they need a cloud administrator, right? Or many cloud administrators actually. Okay, because every company is connected to cloud in some way or the other. Some companies are completely connected to cloud. Some companies are at least partially connected to cloud. Okay. And these are the cloud providers actually that we have seen. Amazon is the number one cloud provider, and we know this very well why it is the number one cloud provider, right? Because it is providing more services than any other cloud provider. Okay, fine. We have seen the benefits of cloud and we have seen the disadvantages, but we know this very well, right? For disadvantages, there are solutions. Okay, for all the disadvantages, there is a solution. So we cannot select this is a big disadvantage, but still, there is something that we need to keep in mind as a cloud administrator, like this can happen. If you're not implementing security properly, then it is a issue. So if you implement security, then great. If the internet connection is not properly there, so then it is a issue. But in case if you have a good proper internet connection, then there is no problem. If there is a downtime, that's not up to you or me or anyone actually. Downtime is, from the cloud provider itself. So there is a possibility like there can be some downtime. Okay, so there are certain things for which there is a proper solution and there are certain things which is not under our hand. Done? Now, see here, friend, this is a very important part again that we need to understand. To host any application, friends, we have this many stages. The first thing what we have to do here is we have to go with the networking part. So what is this networking part? Networking part means we need to bring all the devices together, like servers, routers, switches, firewalls, storage, cables, or maybe wireless connection or whatever, then connect them, configure them, okay, enable some protocols, and communication will start. So the first thing in any computer network, whether it is your on-premise physical network where there are very few devices, or within your company there can be some thousands of devices, wherever it is, my friend, the first thing we have to do is the networking part. Networking is the backbone of any computer network. Okay, then we have storages, servers, then there is something called virtualization, operating system, then middleware, runtime, data, and application. So these are the things that are the most important actually. Okay, without this, there is no data and there is no application. We cannot store any data and we cannot run any application there. Okay, so if you go with your own data center. Like suppose there is a company that has decided to go with their own data center. So what that company have to do, they have to bring all the networking devices, they have to bring all the storage and servers and everything, they have to connect everything, and they have to start their business. Now in the year 2024, can we see companies who do everything on their own? Yes, of course, there are still some companies who prefer to maintain their own data center. Still, there are companies. Okay, and still there are new companies coming out there who can simply go with their own data centers. Still there is a possibility. Okay, but for this, you know what they need? They need a network administrator team, storage administrator team, virtualization team, security team, okay, servers team, server administrators, and server administrators, they need Windows server administrators and Linux server administrators. So they have to spend lots and lots of money, and they have to build their own data center. Okay, let me just show you a couple of small data centers actually within the company. Let's see how they look. So this can be the image. I can show you where it is. Okay, let me go with this one. This is a data center which is there within a company. And you know that company is managing this data center. He is the person who is working for that company. Maybe he's a network admin or a server admin, whatever. So he is inside the data center, and backside you can see certain racks there, and you can see all the devices there. So this is your local on-site data center or on-premise data center. Still, this is possible, but it's very rare nowadays. At least, you know, companies will go with the hybrid model. What is hybrid model? Some servers will be there within the company and some servers are running over the cloud. So that is also a very successful model. But anyhow, whether it is your local data center or whether it is your cloud data center, these are the layers that are there, my friend. These are the layers, step by step, they will follow these layers. Now, if you move to cloud, cloud is actually, you know, sharing model means, you know, some responsibilities will be taken care by the cloud provider like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and some responsibilities we should take as a cloud provider. Remember we said yesterday, in cloud computing, one of the disadvantage here is limited control, or let's say no control in a way. Limited control or no control. So this control is of your hardware. Can we access Amazon data center? Can we go inside the Amazon data center and make some changes? Answer is no. But again, remember, I said there is absolutely no issues if you're not controlling Amazon data center. Actually, you should not control Amazon data center. If you go with Hyderabad Amazon data center, maybe there are, let's say, 50,000 companies connected to. For example, 50,000 companies connected to that Amazon data center. Now, just imagine if every company is sending their administrator to make some changes, things will not be good, right? So Amazon people have their own team. They will make all the changes in that particular data center. Got it? So here, there are certain things which we will take care, and there are certain things which Amazon will take care, or the cloud provider will take care. So let us see what we need to take care and what they will take care. These are known as cloud computing service models. So there are certain service models available like IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. IaaS stands for Infrastructure as a Service. So let us see what we do in this infrastructure as a service. Now, whatever you see in the blue color, that is taken care by your cloud provider, and whatever you see in the green color will be taken care by you. You are the administrator. You are the cloud administrator for a company. So you should take care of the green color things, and the blue color things will be taken care by your cloud provider. Okay. So every cloud provider will take care of the networking, storage devices, servers, and virtualizations. So we still don't know what is virtualization. We still don't know much about servers and storage and networking. We'll see all these things in great details in coming sessions. But as of now, these are the, this is the base of any computer network. You simply cannot imagine a computer network, my friend, without networking, storage, servers, and virtualization. No way possible. You cannot remove servers there, or you cannot remove storage. You cannot remove networking, nothing. Can you imagine a house without doors and windows? Of course, no. Can we imagine a house without a roof or walls? No, right? There are certain things which are mandatory. So here also, networking, storage, servers, and virtualization. These are the things that are mandatory. So cloud provider will say, Listen, we will take care of all these things. No need to worry about these things. We will simply take care of networking up to virtualization. What you do is you select your operating system and go up to the application level. You select your operating system and you go up to the application level. You don't worry about your servers. You don't worry about your, storage connections and all those things. Okay. This is a, very famous and very popular model, IaaS, infrastructure as a service. So what company will do? Let's say we are working for SBI, State Bank of India. State Bank of India will say, okay, we will move everything into cloud. Okay, and for this we need, let us say, 4,000 cloud administrator across a state, for example. Let's say Telugu states like Telangana and Andhra. How many people we need? 4,000 cloud administrators. So what this 4,000 cloud administrators will do? They will manage from here. This is what they will manage. Who will manage the lower part? The Amazon people will manage the lower part. Done? Now, there is one more model here. That is platform as a service. Now, you know what happens in platform as a service? Your company can say, listen, you manage everything. You manage our operating system. You manage our servers, storage, networking, middleware. Middleware is something like a software actually. Okay, runtime. You just manage each and everything. We are not worried about these things. What we do is we will hire a cloud administrator and that cloud administrator will manage only application and data. This is called this is called platform as a service. We will take the complete platform and we'll just run our application and data. Nothing else, my friend. This method is called which method, or this model is called which model? Sorry, platform as a service model. Which model? Platform as a service model. Okay. So there are certain services which we use in platform as a service, like, you might have heard about something called Lambda service, or here we call it as AWS Elastic Beanstalk. So this is a service. When we use a service, we are not worried about operating system or anything. We are simply running our application and we are simply storing our data. We just need to provide our information. We just need to say like, okay, I need a server with so-and-so configuration, so-and-so operating system. If you just say all these things, they will simply provide you a machine with all the configuration and you can connect to that machine and you can run your application. Job done. Okay. Now, there are certain cases where we can go with SaaS, software as a service. Now, can you see anything green here? Nothing. That means who is taking care of all these things from networking, storage up to the data and application? Your cloud provider will take care. In software as a service, a cloud provider will take care of everything. What you should do here is you should simply select, okay, this is my requirement. This is a web server, or this is the application, or this is the data. Please manage my application or please manage my data. So cloud provider will manage everything for you, each and everything. Now, if cloud provider is managing each and everything for a company like, let's say, ABC company, this ABC company is not hiring any cloud administrators now, right? Okay, they are giving all the responsibility to the cloud company. Then what about our jobs? Whatever our responsibilities? See, look, my friend, when I say cloud provider will manage everything, that means cloud provider also needs people who can work on AWS. Cloud provider also needs people who can work on this particular technology. So maybe we are not getting a job in ABC, but we'll get a job in AWS. So whether it is SaaS or PaaS or IaaS, we are the people who will do all the configuration. Sometimes we do configuration by sitting in the Amazon Web Services company, or sometimes we do configuration by sitting in SBR, ABC company, or XYZ company. So you and me are the people who do the work practically. Got it? So these are the models available: SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. Okay. Out of this, actually companies will prefer majorly this model. infrastructure as a service model. They want to take care of everything. They want to take care of your take care of their operating system and whatever comes above the operating system. Under operating system, virtualization, server, storage, and networking at any cost. A company like SBI or a company like ABC or a company like Netflix, they cannot do anything in the lower part. This lower part is 100% managed by the cloud provider itself. Above this, what we can do, that is what we need to decide. So most of the companies, they go with this IaaS and they will simply, hire the administrator, the cloud administrator, and they will manage everything. So these are different models. Okay. Now, there are certain deployment models. Like there is something called public cloud, there is something called private cloud, and there is something called hybrid cloud. Name says everything. Public, private, hybrid. What is the meaning of public? Public cloud means it is open for all. It is open for each and every person. That is a public cloud. For example, your mail ID can be, let's say, siva@gmail.com. This is your mail ID. Shiva can make a mail ID in Gmail. Durga can make a mail ID in Gmail. Okay, Anupam can make a mail ID in Gmail. Raja can make a mail ID in Gmail. Shah Rukh Khan can make a mail ID in Gmail. Virat Kohli can make a mail ID in Gmail. They all can use this Gmail account, right? So Gmail is a public mail server. Any person who is having an internet connection can create an account in Gmail. So in this same way, public cloud is open for all. Any person can create an account in public cloud and they can run their applications and they can store the data. Absolutely fine. There is no issue there. Okay, so what we are learning is actually our public cloud. That is the main thing, right? So public cloud is a cloud where you can simply connect and you can start running your applications there. Okay, now see here, company A, company B, company C, company D, whatever companies are there, they have connected to the public cloud and they are using it. Now coming to the private cloud, my friend, is it possible like, Shiva can make Shiva at the rate, let's say, Dell.com. Can you make a mail ID like this? Of course, no, because Shiva is not working in Dell. If Shiva is working in Dell, then the company Dell will create an account for him. See, once you go to a company, once you join any company, that company will create an account for us, right? And this account will be there only for that company till the time we work. This is our private account. Sorry, this is our public account. Okay, anyone can use it, but this is the company's account. Company people will create an account for you, and you're the only person who can use this particular account within the company till the time you're working in the company. Okay, you're working in Dell company, so you'll be creating this account. So here also same, my friend. Private cloud is a concept where only some registered companies can connect to this particular cloud. I repeat, only some registered companies can connect to this particular cloud. Like see here, branch A, branch B, branch C, branch D. For example, my friend, if you go with SBI again, State Bank of India, State Bank of India is having approximately 25,000 branches in India. That's a big number, right? 25,000 branches within a country is a huge number. Okay. Now, within a city like Hyderabad, they have approximately 550 to 600 branches. That's again a very big number in a city. In every locality, there is a SBI branch, right? Now, what these SBI people can do is, in city like Hyderabad, let's say if there are 500 branches. Let me change the color first. Okay, so if there are 500 branches here, in every branch, they need to have some servers like application server or an email server or a database server or a file server. Okay, so in every branch, they need to have a server. So instead of maintaining servers in every branch, you know what these people have decided? They have decided to take a location somewhere in Hyderabad. Okay, and in that location, they have kept all the devices. They have made their infrastructure here. They added all the servers, routers, switches, firewalls, storage, everything. And branch A is connected here. Branch B is connected here. Branch C is connected here. Like this, all the 500 branches are connected. Okay, so branch B is suppose located in a place like Secunderabad. Branch D is located in a place like Uppal. Like, these are the places in Hyderabad city. Okay. Branch A is located, suppose, let us say, in Charminar. And branch C is located somewhere in, let's say, High Tech City. So all these branches which are located within Hyderabad city, some is maybe like 10 kilometers away, some is maybe like 30 kilometers away, maybe one branch is only 2 kilometers away. All these branches, there are no servers and all those things in these branches. Where are the servers? The servers are located in one location. So all these branches can connect to this particular data center, the private data center, which belongs to whom? Which belongs to SBI. SBI will not allow any other person or any other company to connect to their data center. So when a branch is connected to the data center is a cloud for your branch. Remember one thing, if something is not directly attached with you, that comes under remote category or cloud category. Okay, so Secunderabad branch is connected to the data center. So for Secunderabad branch, this data center is cloud. So this is called private cloud. There are some big MNCs, they will maintain their private clouds, my friend. I repeat, big MNCs will maintain their private cloud. They will do everything on their own. Let's say around 10 to 15% companies are there who can go with this particular model. So who is needed in this branch actually? Who is needed in this private cloud? Again, network administrators, server administrators, cloud administrators, storage administrators. They need all these people who can work in this particular private cloud. Done? Now, let us go with the third model here that is called hybrid cloud. Now see here, hybrid cloud is a model where there are certain things running within our company and there are certain things which are running over the cloud. This is called hybrid model. Some things you're taking care of, and there are certain applications and certain data which you have kept over the internet. This model is called hybrid model. Got it, friends? So these are some of the types of, cloud computing. Okay, there are certain deployment models available and there are certain services available. I hope everything is clear now. So most of the cases we will go with either public cloud or hybrid cloud. This one, private cloud, is there in very rare occasions. A very big company can afford this, not every company. Okay. Now, coming back to our public cloud, my friend. So when company A, company B, C, D, all these companies, hundreds and thousands and millions of companies are connected to the cloud, we need to know where exactly is this cloud located? Where exactly are the data centers located? Okay, I simply cannot connect to any Amazon data center. There are certain things we need to follow. There are certain rules and regulations we need to follow. Okay, so let us say global infrastructure of Amazon Web Services. We cannot do anything inside the infrastructure. We cannot do anything inside the data center. Remember data centers, how they look from inside? This is some data center located at some place. So we cannot go inside and we cannot do anything, but we have to connect to the data center. Okay. So what we need to know here is where are the data centers available of Amazon? Microsoft have their own data centers. Google have their own data centers. For example, if you want to go to a supermarket, let's say Reliance Supermarket, or let's say Big Bazaar, or what is the other one? D-Mart. These are the supermarkets available in most of the cities, right? So if you want to go to the supermarket, the first thing you should know here is where exactly is this supermarket located? So which one is located near to you? You will go to that particular supermarket, right? But in some cases, you know what you do? You have to go to a supermarket which is a bit far from your location. Maybe see, this is your house. This is one supermarket here. This is second supermarket here, and this is third supermarket. So what you do, you have to go from your house to the third supermarket because the thing that you want to purchase, maybe it is not available in first supermarket and the second branch. It is not available in first and second branch. It is available only in the third branch. So you have to go to the third branch there. Got my point? Okay. So there are certain things that we need to consider before we select our supermarket, and in the same way there are certain things that we need to that we need to consider before selecting our data center. Okay, so in this data center we need to understand what is this region and what is this availability zone. Majorly these are the two things we need to understand, my friend. So what exactly is this region and what exactly is this availability zone? Now see there, friends, this is your map. This is your map of all the continents and countries. You can see clearly. And there are certain things you can see in green color, and there are certain dots you can see in red color. Okay. If I just go to our country, India, and keep the cursor on that green, can you see Hyderabad? They have launched this data center in Hyderabad in the year 2022. That means from 2022, the Hyderabad data center has started providing services. From the year 2022, companies started connected to the Hyderabad data center and they started storing the data and running their application. Okay. And if you go to the other data center, which is in Mumbai, when it started, 2016. Now see here, my friend, in a country like India, Amazon people have started the data center in the year 2016. I'm not talking about 1970 here or 1980 here. I'm talking about 2016, which is only 8 years before. So see how new is cloud for this particular world. How new is cloud for all this company. Okay. 8 years is not at all a big time, right? So in Hyderabad, see, Hyderabad means close to Hyderabad, there is, of course, Hyderabad is a IT hub. Then there is Pune. Then there is, Chennai. Then there is Bangalore. Just imagine how many companies are there in these four cities actually, the big MNCs. So all these cities are all the companies which are there in these cities, they can connect to the Hyderabad office or Hyderabad data center. Okay. So whatever green dots you see here, this means these are the regions. Technically, what we call them? We call them as a region. What is a region? Region is a place. It is a geographical place. It can be a city or it can be a country. So region is a geographical place where Amazon people have their physical data centers. Okay. So the first region is this one. Northern Virginia. See, in the year 2006, they have launched this particular region. Amazon people, they started providing cloud services from this particular Northern Virginia region. 2016 means 18 years before, right? 2004, they started building this region. It took nearly 2 years for them to construct it and to make it ready. So in the year 2016, 2006, from this particular location, they started providing cloud services. That was the first region for them. But as of now, September 2024, how many regions are there? There are totally 34 regions available across the globe. Out of 34 regions, 2 regions are available in our country, India. And then you can see some green color one, sorry, the red color one. Can you see here, Thailand? It is showing as coming soon. That means they have already launched a region in Thailand and they are working on it. See, they have to build a data center, right? They have to bring the networking devices, storage devices, servers, operating systems, virtualization. They have to connect everything, configure everything. Once the data center is ready, then they can serve the people. Like, for example, if you want to start a business, let's say if you want to start a restaurant or a cafe, first of all, you have to build everything inside, right? You have to make the setup. Once you make the setup, then you can start, providing services like idli dosha or maybe tea, coffee, or maybe biryani, maybe pizza or whatever. So first you have to build it. So in Thailand, they started it. Here also there is one place here in Saudi Arabia. Here, Mexico, Taiwan, Milan. See, as of now, how many red dots you can see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are totally 5 red dots. That means very soon, these 5 regions will be up and ready. Okay, there is one more here. This is New Zealand actually, right? Yeah. So there are totally 6. So see, right now we have 34 regions that are running, that are functioning. If you want to run your application or store your data, you can connect to any region. Okay, so there are totally 34 regions. Now, how many more regions are coming? 6. 34 plus 6 is how much? 40. So by maybe 2025 or 2026, how many regions we will have from Amazon itself? 40 region. 40 places where they have data centers. Remember the size of the data center? The size of the data center is, let me just show you again. This is your football ground. You might have seen some football matches, or at least you might know the football ground. It may look something like this, right? The size of the football ground is 1.2 acre, approximately 1.2 acre. But my friend, the size of this data center, like say Hyderabad data center or Mumbai data center or South Africa data center and all those things, approximately the size of these data centers will be in 50 acre. That's a huge data center, right? 50 acres of land. Okay, 50 acres of land will be something like this. Maybe they have not constructed the data center in 50 acres. Maybe they have constructed data center like this. This part is for like, for parking purpose and some other purpose. Let us say they have constructed data center only in 25 acres. 25 acres is equal to how many football grounds? Approximately 20 football grounds. So if you combine 20 football grounds, Amazon is having one data center of that size. This is too big to imagine, my friend, isn't it? I hope you're following me here. This is the size of the Amazon data center. Okay, let me just clear everything and come back again. So see here, friends, green dots means the data centers are already established. So how many are established right now? 34, and they are providing services. Red dots means they will come soon. So totally in next couple of years, we will see 40 regions from where Amazon is providing cloud services. You can connect to any region and you can run your application and store your data. Now, once they finish the remaining 6, will they stop? Answer is 100% no. They will not stop for sure. They will launch more regions. Don't get surprised if they launch one more region in our country, India. Let's say somewhere in Bangalore here. Bangalore is, it's a high IT hub, right? There are many companies. So they can select, okay, lot of demand is coming from Bangalore, a lot of traffic is coming from Bangalore. So they can launch. Have you ever seen any movie theater in a forest? Of course, no, right? Because if they start a movie theater in forest, who will go there? There should be some demand. Have you ever seen any shopping mall in a forest? Of course, no. There are certain things which should be available in certain places. So wherever there is more demand, there only that business will run. So Amazon people or any cloud provider for that matter, they will see where there is more demand. Wherever there is more demand, they will simply go there and they will simply start their data centers. So after completing these 6 data centers, 6 regions, they will launch more. Maybe they will launch 2 or maybe they can launch 5 at a time. So hopefully by the end of 2030, next 6 years, maybe you can see, let's say around 70 regions of Amazon. Day by day, the demand is increasing. Every single day, the demand is increasing. So don't get surprised if you see 70 regions. The double of the regions what we have right now. Right now, only 34, right? But after like 5 to 6 years, it can be 70 or it can be even more. That much demand will increase. So just imagine how much our demand will increase actually. We are the cloud administrators, right? So our demand also will increase. Got it, friends? So these are the regions that are available across the globe. I hope it is clear now. So once you log in into your AWS account, it will ask you to select a region. So probably tomorrow we will see how to create a AWS account and how to select a region and all those things. But as of now, this is the global infrastructure of Amazon. There are totally how many regions? There are totally 34 regions available. Region is a place. It can be a city or it can be a country. Like for example, if you go and see this one, see Singapore. Singapore is a city as well as a country, right? So I cannot say it is a city. It is a city as well as a country. Okay. So like this, we have all the places where we can see these regions. There are certain regions here to which we cannot connect. See, there are totally 34 regions, but there are certain regions which are designated for special purpose. For example, now see here, AWS Gov, Cloud Gov means government. Who can connect to this region? Only the government agencies can connect to this region. A normal company, a normal business like any IT company, banking sector, anything, they are not allowed to connect to this particular region. This is dedicated for the government purpose only. Government people have a lot of, official and authentic data, right? They cannot share this data with anyone. So for many security reasons, this is the way they have launched these regions. They say only government people can connect. Okay. And there are certain regions like, this one, which are there in China. To these regions also in most of the cases, we cannot connect because the Chinese government policies, when they allowed Amazon people to establish a region in China, they said, listen, we will allow you to establish a region in China, but we will not allow any outside Chinese company to come and store data, come and run application here. So this was a business deal. So in many cases, these particular regions are not allowed for a non-Chinese company. Okay, but overall, all the other regions are available. So if there are, let's say as of now, 34 regions, right? Out of 34 regions, maybe let's say 6 regions are not allowed for us. Some are for government and some are in China, but still we have 28 regions available. Okay, that's a good number. Now, the big question here is how we can decide which region to select. How we can decide which region to select. Okay, before I go there, let me just show you something here, my friend. Like I said, this is the last demo session. If you are, interested in continuing this particular session, these are the details here. You can simply see the details in the chat box. So you can simply contact these people. They have given you all the phone pay number and all the numbers here. So hopefully from tomorrow, they will change the link. So if you're interested, you have to register yourself and you can simply continue with the sessions. Okay, this is just to inform you, my friend, this is my responsibility. So I'm just putting all the details in front of you. Done? Now. And I think many people have entered a incorrect number, so they are not able to contact you. See, they will only contact you once. In case if you're not interested for some time, for some reason, they will not, again disturb you, my friend. So please, whenever you try to connect to any session, try to put your actual information, your correct information. Okay, now, anyhow, so what was the question? The question was how we can decide, like, to which region we need to connect. Let me take a scenario here. Simple scenario. Let us say I am the administrator of a company. I am the admin. That's the second place. Okay, so I am the administrator here, friends. Now, by using the AWS account, I can connect to any region from my location. Let's say I'm sitting in Hyderabad. So I can connect to Singapore region or Dubai region or Australia region, South America, North America, Europe, Mumbai, any region I can connect. There is no problem. Absolutely, there is no problem. Okay. So if I'm working for a company, okay, I need to connect to a region and I need to launch my application in that particular region. So let's say this is your cloud here. Now you should tell me to which region I need to connect now. Where I'm sitting in Hyderabad. Okay, I'm the cloud administrator of that company. So to which region I need to connect? I repeat the question. I'm sitting in Hyderabad. I'm working for a company and I need to connect to the region so that I can run the applications and store the data. Connecting the region means your data will be stored in that particular location. If you connect to Dubai, your data will be there in Dubai. If you connect to Cape Town, your data will be there in Cape Town. If you connect to London, your data and application will be there in London. So tell me which region I should select here, my friend. I am the administrator of a company sitting in Hyderabad. I am working from home. I can sit anywhere, right? I'm working from home, so I'll be sitting somewhere in my home and I need to connect to a region. So again, the question is to which region I need to connect. That's a very
Hyderabad region.
okay. I was expecting that answer. You said Hyderabad region. Okay, now let us add some more things here. Now see here, I am working from Hyderabad. I am sitting in Hyderabad. I am connecting to cloud from Hyderabad, but I am working for a company, my friend, which is there in Australia. That is 100% possible, right? There are many people who are working from India for some other companies which are there in some other locations, work from home. Now tell me, I am sitting in Hyderabad. Okay, my company is in Australia. So tell me to which region I need to connect so that I can run my applications and I can store my data. Is it Hyderabad or is it Cape Town or is it somewhere in, let's say, Ohio, or is it somewhere in Melbourne and Sydney? Where should I connect now? I can go and connect to somewhere in Japan or somewhere here. I can connect to any region, right? But what is the scenario now? My business is in Australia. My company is running in Australia. Let us say some Australian bank. So they have their servers, they have the data and all those things. So they hire me to manage that. They can hire people from any location, right? So now, as a cloud administrator, to which region I need to connect and run the applications and store the data. See, if I connect to Hyderabad region, there is no problem. As of now, let's say generally there is no problem. I can connect to Hyderabad region and I can run my applications and I can store my data here. Now, the question here is, who are the people who are connecting to this application? Who are the people who are accessing this data? Remember, this is a Australian bank. So 99% people who are connecting to the application and connecting to this data are located in Australia itself, right? It's an Australian bank. So people who are connecting to this, they are located somewhere in this Australia country. Now, if I select a Hyderabad region, that is very much possible, then you know what happens here, friends? All these Australian people, whenever they are connecting to my region, or whenever they are connecting to the application, or whenever they are accessing some information, the information is data, right? So whenever they are accessing some information, they are connecting here. So this is internet. We can connect, they can connect, there is no problem. But the problem here is of latency. The terminology here is latency, Latency. Latency means the time taken by you to reach your application and get some answer from your application, get some reply from your application. So that is called latency. So tell me, friends, where latency will be more? For example, if the Australian person sitting somewhere in Sydney is connecting to the Hyderabad data center, or if an Australian person who is sitting in Sydney is connecting to the Sydney data center, where latency will be less. The latency will be less if he is connected to the Sydney data center only, right? Latency should be always less. Most of the cases, the difference in latency will be in milliseconds or maximum seconds. But still, seconds are considered as huge time. So when you go to Google and when you go to internet and say google.com, it will appear within some fraction of second, right? Google.com website. But if it is coming up for like 3 seconds or 4 seconds, today we will consider 3 seconds and 4 seconds as late, right? So what I'm trying to show you here is there is no need to think like where the cloud administrator is sitting, my friend. He can be sitting somewhere in, let's say, let's say Zimbabwe here, or maybe let's say Kenya. He's sitting somewhere in Kenya. But where is the business actually? The business is in Australia. The customers are in Australia. The clients are in Australia. So if your company is in Australia, it's an Australian-based company, then you have to select either this Melbourne region or Sydney region. These are the two regions available. So Sydney is running from 2012. Melbourne is running from 2023. Still it is available, right? So you can select this region. So this is the way we need to decide to which region we need to connect. This is one main way of deciding to which region we need to connect, and we need to launch our servers. See, as of now, it's early morning in India, right? It's 6:50 a.m. At least some thousands of people, or at least lakhs of people are disconnecting from their job. They are logging off, sign off. They were working for an American-based company. So here it is early morning. So there it is night. So people work from India for them, right? Okay. So they are sitting somewhere in Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, Kashmir, Kerala, Gujarat, Bihar. Anyway, they are sitting in any of these locations, and they are connected to a company which is somewhere in Canada, USA, or this particular place. So when they connect to the cloud, will they use Hyderabad data center or Mumbai data center? No, they will use the data center which is there close to the customers, close to the clients. I hope this concept is clear. How to select a region is a very important part of our, starting cloud administration part, but selecting the proper region is very important. Once you select a wrong region, you configure everything, then, if you want to move it back to some other region, then you have to go with the migration process. Always remember, my friend, migration is not so easy. We have to do a lot of planning. As a fresher or as a 2, 3, 4 years of experienced person, it's literally not possible for a 3 to 4 years experienced person to do the migration successfully. So the first step of the cloud administration is selecting the region. Done? Okay. Now, the second thing what we need to consider here is there are two things here. There are two regions here in Australia. One is your Melbourne and one is your Sydney. Which one to select? Sydney or Melbourne? Both are like, big cities. Both are very famous cities. The regions will be very much equipped with many things. Okay. But there is slight difference here. Whatever services you have in Sydney, maybe every service is not available in Melbourne. There is a possibility like this. Whatever services are available in Sydney, maybe every service is not available in your Melbourne. Remember the example we took yesterday? X-ray, CT scan, and MRI scan. Let's say a city like Hyderabad, and if you go with a hospital like, let's say, Apollo or Yashoda, these are very famous hospitals, right? They have some branches. But my friend, the MRI scan is not available in every Apollo branch or every Yashoda branch. CT scan and X-ray will be available for sure. That is more common. But MRI is not so common, right? So they will not have these MRI machines and MRI infrastructure in every branch. That will cost them a lot of money. Okay. So in case if a doctor is sitting in one branch, that is branch A, and if he is suggesting a patient to go with this MRI scan, but the MRI scan is not available in branch A. So what he will do, he will ask the person to go to branch C. I have seen this practically actually. So we have to go to branch C. There we have to do the MRI scan and bring the reports here. Job done. So there are certain services which are not available in every location. So this is one thing we need to, okay, blindly I can say 95, 98% services are available everywhere. But still there are certain services which are not common everywhere. For example, let's say a new service like artificial intelligence. That particular service or things that are related with AI, maybe they are not available in every region. As of now, there are 34 regions, right? Maybe it is not available in each region. So what Amazon people will do here is whenever they are launching a service, a new service, first, they will launch that service only in this Northern Virginia region. This is like the headquarters. So they will launch in the Northern Virginia region, and from this Northern Virginia region, they will spread to the other regions. So first, they will launch in Northern Virginia. Let's say today, if they are launching in Northern Virginia, maybe it will take like say 1 year for them to launch the same service in Mumbai region or Hyderabad region or Sydney region. So this is the process they follow. But overall, what we do actually, my friend, most of the services are available in all the regions. But still, there are certain services which you will see only in some regions. So these are the two things. What are the two things we need to consider here, friends? One is latency, and the second one is uh, what is the second one? Services. Done. These are the two things we need to consider. And the third one, my friend, is cost. Third one is cost. What exactly is this cost? Cost means money, right? At the end of the day, we have to pay money every month or every 3 months, 6 months, whatever, we have to pay money. See, if you take, let's say, 10 TB of storage. I'll come to this topic again in great details when we go with the storage class. But as of now, if you're taking 10 TB storage, the amount you pay in North Virginia, the amount you pay in Cape Town, the amount you pay in Hyderabad, the amount you pay in Sydney, or the amount you pay somewhere in Tokyo will not be same. Maybe here you are paying, let's say, for example, let's say 100 rupees. Maybe in South Africa, you are paying 112 rupees. Maybe in Hyderabad, you are paying 104 rupees. Maybe in Japan, you are paying 106 rupees. Maybe in Sydney, you are paying, let's say, 110 rupees. Slight difference will be there in cost. Now, you may think Amazon is one company. Why it is charging in different way? Say because of the local government policies. Like for example, if someone is coming from Dubai or if someone is coming from USA, normally these people brings laptops and iPhone from their place, from that particular place to India, right? To present to their siblings or the partners or for anyone. Why they'll bring from there? Why can't they purchase in India itself? The reason is if they purchase a laptop in Dubai, if it is coming in, let's say 80,000 rupees, the same laptop is same configuration in India can come in, let's say 98,000 rupees because of some extra taxes and all those things. Got it? So this is because of the local government tax policy and all those things. The charges can be different in all these locations. There are certain, say in USA, we have this many regions, right? Many regions. So we can expect the charges will be same in all these regions. In India, we have Mumbai and Hyderabad. Charges will be same in this particular region. But if you compare India regions and USA regions, of course, there will be some slight difference in charges. Okay, so this is the third and major thing we need to consider before we select a region to run our application and to store our data, my friend. Latency means how much time it is taking for you to reach your application. Like for example, I'll take an example here. If I say hello, like suppose I'm making a call to someone and I just said hello. Once I say hello, the other person will say hello or hi. But suppose I said hello, maybe after like 20 seconds, that person is responding to me with hello or hi. That means 20 seconds latency is there. It is more. So once I say hello, the other person is saying hello. So there is no latency. There is less latency. Latency should be always less. Okay. So the latency we need to check. The services we need to see whether all the services are available or not. And the cost of the services we need to consider, my friend. After considering all these things, we can simply select a region. But in most of the cases, latency and cost will be considered. And if you combine latency and cost, or if you compare latency and cost in a way, latency will get the top priority. You should be ready to spend some extra bucks. Your company is more than ready to spend some extra money every month. But the customer should not get delayed response. Okay. If I just go to this Google and suppose if I open ESPN Star, see, it took only a fraction of a second for this ESPN Star to appear. Suppose imagine if it is coming off like 5 seconds. I will not go to this ESPN and ESPN Kick Info to search or to get the details of the scores and all those things, right? Maybe I'll go to some other portal, some other website. So customer satisfaction should be the top priority for any company, right? So this is same thing here. Latency should be very less. Okay. Now this is not the end of the story, my friend. In global infrastructure, we need to see some more things. There is something called availability zone and some more things we need to see. So what are the other things that probably we'll see tomorrow? And tomorrow we will see how to create a AWS account and how to use the AWS account as well. Okay. So now see, the topics are getting heated now. The topics are very interesting for sure. Cloud is designed in such a beautiful way. Like, when you learn, you will get a lot of interest. When you work, you will be very much satisfied with your work. Normally people feel very boring to go to a particular job because, every day the same job is there. In most of the cases, copy paste, something like this. This is not like that, my friend. This is a very interesting role we have of cloud administrator in every company. Okay, so as of now, this much is more than enough. Like I said, this was his third and the final demo session. All the 3 recorded classes are available on YouTube, and from tomorrow they will create a separate account where they will share these recorded classes only with people who have registered for this course, and from tomorrow the recordings will be shared only with those people. So again, if you're interested here, friends, please try to join this session, join this course by today evening so that you will get the link tomorrow. Okay, so I'm here for like 30 more seconds. Any questions, any doubts? We'll clear everything and probably we'll start the session for the day. In case if someone comes for today itself, I don't think anyone is a new joining today.
Yeah,
Rupendra Siva, you came today,
yeah,
right?
yes, sir.
Okay, but yesterday and before yesterday, we did some basic things, Shiva. You can simply go, they will simply share the recorded sessions with you. So in case if you need to see those recorded sessions, you can contact me also.
Sure, sir.
I'm just sharing the WhatsApp number here and the chat box. Anyone, if you want to have some more doubts, if you want to clear some information or some doubts, you can interact with me. Okay, anything else, Shiva?
No, that's it. So yesterday the sessions is about Linux commands, or is it about the introduction about AWS?
Introduction about AWS only. Today was actually the major session that like is a official session. But yesterday we have seen some advantages and disadvantages of cloud, like what are the benefits and what are the drawbacks and what to do with these drawbacks and all those things. That's it.
Okay, sir.
See, as you know, this is a AWS course, Amazon Web Services. Here we will see some basics of Linux plus basics of Windows servers. This is one course. Okay. But I am offering one more course here. That is a package, the second course. That is your Linux administration and Windows Server administration. Like I said, I'll repeat the same thing. If you have entered Linux and AWS in your resume, then your resume will get a lot of weightage. Basics is needed to learn AWS. With basics of Linux, you can learn AWS, but with basics of Linux, can you get a good job? Answer is no. You should go with the Linux administration part. So if you want to go with the complete package, you can go with the complete package. As of now, if you are just interested in Linux and just interested in AWS, it's up to you. See here, friends, if you're going with AWS itself, the fees will be like 5,000. And if you're going with Linux, separate Linux, the fees will be 5,000. But if you want to come in package, you will get some discount there for sure. So that you can think and that you can consider. It's not like you're paying the complete amount as like today itself. You can take some time and you can just pay some money and you can just, I'm just sharing this information from my side. Okay, so you can pay some money now and you can pay some money after like couple of weeks or so. So this is also possible. So if you're coming in package, you will get some discount there. So hopefully you can save some money. Okay, but if you want to come separately, then the fee structure will be something like this. Whenever you learn, wherever you learn, it doesn't matter, my friend. Thanks for coming for these 3 demo sessions. It's up to you, like when to learn, where to learn, with whom to learn. But one thing is for sure, my friend, you should not apply for jobs without AWS and Linux administration there. Got it? So that's it for the day. That's it from me. I'm still here for like 30 more seconds. Any doubt, we will see, or else we'll close the session for the day.
I want to have one doubt. So the session which is going on, is it for complete AWS or is it for administration?
Which administration you're asking about? Linux administration?
No, no, first one. So
Yeah, this is for AWS, Amazon Web Services.
okay,
That is
okay,
administration only, cloud administration. That's a very generic terminology, but the course name is Amazon Web Services.
okay, okay.
Probably management will share the syllabus with you. So you can still contact with me also to get the syllabus. I can also share the syllabus directly, whatever. So you'll know what exactly you'll be learning there.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, fine. Okay, so that's it for the day, friends. See you tomorrow. Before I go, this is the last time. Probably I'll be repeating these things. If you have already decided to go with cloud, just stick to it. When you learn, where you learn, with whom you learn, that's a different case. But cloud is excellent career for you. Present and future will be bright. But with cloud, if you have the Linux administration, that will be great combination. Okay. So good luck, friends. Take care, and hopefully we'll meet again tomorrow at same time, 6 a.m. India Standard Time. Take care, friends. Bye.